Hi guys, this is a video tutorial for the bones of hand. As you guys can see, there are 8 fused bones in the wrist, and if you go below that, you have the metacarpals. So metacarpals, and then if we go down, just like the foot, we have the phalanges of the hand. Same kind of naming. Distal medial, we'll review that in about a minute. So if you just focus on the wrist, you guys will see a few bones fused together. The way I like to memorize it is to see the two that are articulating with the radius, and if you recall, this bone here was the radius. So the way you would do it, this specific bone here, the specific bone is the scaphoid, and this bone here is the lunate. So again, I like to memorize these two, and the way I like to memorize it, the longer word scaphoid has the longer bone, which is this guy here. Lunate is a shorter word, and it's this one. If you memorize these two, you have a very easy time talking about the other bones. Now if you go down a bit more, you will see a few other bones, which is this one here. This bone here is the triquetral. This one is the triquetral bone. And I'll rotate the structure a bit so you can see there's a bone sitting right above it. This bone here, and this is the pisiform. So again, this bone right underneath it is the triquetral, and the top bone is the pisiform. Now, if we can move down a bit to the other bones. Now we can talk about this specific bone, which is this is the hamate. And a hamate comes from a Latin word, the hook, which if you guys can see, it's like a hook structure at this region, which is why it's called the hamate. And also we have this bone here, and this is the capitate. Capitate is right in the middle, is the structure, is the center of most bones. It's kind of capacitated in the middle of the wrist, which is how I like to memorize it. As you guys can see, it's touching 4 other bones. Now we got 2 other bones to talk about. This big one, and this is the trapezium. And also we got the smaller one, which is this is the trapezoid bone. So again, the bigger one is the trapezium, and the lower one is the trapezoid bone. So again, I like to remind you that the 2 bones that you guys really need to memorize is the scaphoid, which is this one, and the lunate. These 2 bones articulate with the radius, which is this bone here. And if you move down a bit, you're gonna see the triquetral bone, which is this one, and sitting right above it is the pisiform. Move down a bit, you're gonna see the hamate, which is the hook structure. Then you're gonna see the capitate, which is the center of most bones. Go to the left a bit, you're gonna see the trapezoid, which is the smaller one, and the trapezium, which is the bigger bone. Now we can move down to metacarpals, and if you recall, in the foot we have the metatarsals, so that now we have the metacarpals. So metacarpals, same kind of numbering. You start from the thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the 5th, the 2nd metacarpal, and that's how we name them. And if you recall, on the foot we had the metatarsals, and starting from the great toe, the 1st, the 2nd, metatarsal. We have metacarpals here. Now we can talk about the phalanges. You know, same kind of naming as the foot. You have the proximal. We have the intermediate. And we have the distal. And again, the naming is also the same. You start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Thanks for watching.